Tour Guides 导游俱乐部
City Guide, Xi'an China. Hello everyone. Welcome to our program. And today we're going to talk about City Wall of Xi'an. When we mention ancient defensive projects such as city walls, moats, fortresses, strongholds, and castles will naturally come into our minds. Among those projects, city walls hold the most important position, playing an essential role. Walls are often seen in China surrounding palace and temple complexes and traditional houses. From the emperor's capitals to the prefecture and counties, there were almost always city walls and moats built around them. Constructed gate towers, gateways, watchtowers, ramparts, and battlements were constructed on the walls and formed a strategically complete and impenetrable defensive system. Among all the Chinese walls, the wall in Xi'an, which is, by the way, my hometown where I grew up, is the most complete city wall to have survived through China's long history. The city wall in Xi'an stands 12 meters high. It is about 12 to 14 meters across the top, 15 to 18 thick at the bottom, and 13.7 kilometers in length. What a project. Don't you think so? There were only four gates, which were the only way to go into and out of the town. Therefore, these gates were very, very important strategic spots. Each of the east, west, south, and north gates consists of 3 gate towers. Gate in the south, the best preserved one out of the 4, it is called Yongning in Chinese, which means everlasting peace. Gate in the east is called Changle, which means long happiness. Gate in the west is called Anding, meaning stability, which is a hope for those unpeaceful regions in the west. Gate in the north is called Anyuan, which is the name of the policy looking after those minority groups in the remote areas. Jialo, yes. Jialo is a gate tower standing ahead of the other 2. It is built with a large drawbridge which could be lifted up or lowered down to link or cut the way into the town. There were opening and closing hours for the wall back in the old days. If you miss your gate without a proper excuse, then you have to stay overnight out of the town. Don't be late. And Jianlou is the second tower standing behind the Jialo Gate Tower, and it's built to shoot arrows. This large tower was made with lots of square windows in the front side and its 2 outer sides. Those window holes would help soldiers to shoot enemies without exposing themselves. And Zhenglou, the inner one, it is the main gate tower standing behind Jianlou Tower. It is the inner tower and the most protected one sitting on the main section of the wall because it is the command post where those high-ranking generals and officers investigate war strategies. Gate under, it is the main entrance to the city. There are thick walls built under those 3 large towers so that they can be connected with each other strategically. 2 big encircled areas called Wengcheng. In between the towers, playing a very important role in protecting the entire wall during the war. First, This big space can be used as a storage center to keep weapons and horses. Second, it is also a military trap. Once the enemy step in it, they get killed like a sitting duck, having no way to escape. Sounds funny, isn't it? There is a rampart every 120 meters, which extends out from the main wall, and the top of the rampart is at the same level as the top of the wall. The ramparts were built to allow soldiers to see and shoot those enemies who would try to climb the wall. The distance between two ramparts is just within the range of arrow shot from either side. One arrow is able to fly 60 meters far. This allowed soldiers to protect the entire wall without exposing themselves to the enemy. There are altogether 98 of them on the wall. Each has a sentry building on top of it. A watchtower is located on each of the four corners. The one at the southwestern corner is round. Yeah, that's the one. The round corner. It is the only section that has survived in the mint condition from the Tang Dynasty. Design is probably from the ancient Chinese standard for beauty. For beauty. The other three corners are square, and they were built during the Ming Dynasty, about 600 years ago, making them larger and higher so that better watch can be got from up there. Battlements. Battlements, a very important section up on the wall. Battlements were made along the outer crest. Yes, that's it. The little rectangle-shaped space. 5,000, more than 5,000 battlements in total. There is a square hole at the bottom of each battlement. From the hole, arrows were shot and watch was kept. The opposite of the battlement, the other lower inner wall on top of the wall, are called parapet, which was made to protect our soldiers from falling off the wall. The city wall of Xi'an was actually built of so many different materials that also helps the wall to be better preserved. So what I mean is those materials earlier people have invented help the wall so much to last so long in such a perfect condition. Actually, those smart materials are earth, lime, ramped layer upon layer, and the basic layer was made of earth, lime, and glutinous rice extract tempered together. So those materials, yeah, you're right, glutinous rice extract. So whenever you're on the wall, give it a bite whenever you're hungry. I'm just kidding. Yes, those special material made the wall extremely strong and firm. Later, the whole wall was totally enclosed with bricks, making it even thicker and sharper. The floor on top of the wall was not even, as rain would not stay on the surface for so long so that the wall can be preserved. There's a hole built at the bottom of the parapet every 40 to 60 meters, and they're used for drainage. They've also played a very important role in the long-term protection of the city wall of Xi'an. A moat, wide and deep, runs around the city. It is also a key part of the entire wall system. The wall protecting the people and the moat protecting the wall. That's why we say the Ming Dynasty city wall in Xi'an formed a complex and very well organized system defense. The wall itself is also a true display of the ability and wisdom of the working people in the old days. And today, our city wall has taken on a new look. Under the good care of the local government, it is no longer a defensive system. It is no longer remind us of our enemies and those ruthless fightings or wars, but a paradise for local people to have fun, such as our Lantern Festival, marathon race, bicycle riding, even kite can be flied up on the wall. In one word, this 600-year-old city wall has given us local people so much. It is like a large shining dragon crawling in the middle of this busy town, watching this town and protecting this town. Okay, this is for our today's program. Thank you so much for listening. I do hope one day you would be able to come here and we can make a date up on the wall. See you next time. Bye.
Copyright tourguides.com.cn. All rights reserved.